My name's Jessica AZIZA and I'm a singer-songwriter from Sheffield. I've been singing for 12 years now. I started out singing by entering a competition. So it was like the local youth group near to me, they were doing like a Sheffield X Factor. And I went in there at 14 and ended up winning the whole thing. So that kind of started the bug for me. Like, I had like family and friends come and support, but nobody knew that I could actually sing. So my nana was there backstage and she was like, Jessica, if you're gonna go on there and embarrass me, just please don't go. So like for me to win it, you know, it was a pinnacle moment.
Who is right or wrong? I deserve much more than this. 'Cause there's only one thing I want. If it's not what you're made of.
The music runs through my family, really. My dad was a DJ and I'd say like everybody loves to dance. My nana used to be in the choir and my uncle's in the West End and that. So yeah, there's quite a lot of us that are musical. I take a lot of inspiration from Clean Bandit just because the way that they've come into the industry and done things is all really independent. Like they do their own music videos, direct them and everything from scratch. I've got a lot of respect for that.
You saw me, you believe you are just what I need. Something free, something cheap, don't get it twisted. I saw you and I knew that you had shit to prove. Now time's up for you. Yeah, you.
If I could pick one song to perform for the rest of my life, it'd probably be Jocelyn Brown, Somebody Else's Guy. For me, an average gig day is sleep as much as possible because without a good rest, my voice is not going to be on point. And then I like to get up and just slowly get ready. So I like to make sure I've had food prepared from the day before. So all I have to do is just warm it up and eat it. And then warm up whilst I'm getting ready and then just get on the road. I'm happy to travel anywhere. I've travelled abroad, gigging, and I've been very close to home. Like either or, it's a buzz for me.
I love you too. These four lonely walls have changed the way I feel. The way I feel. I'm standing still. And nothing else matters now. You're not.
For me, like audience interaction and participation is a vital part of it. Like I like to make sure that people are engaged. Like if at the beginning of the night I say, hey, how's everybody? We're getting on all right. And they are quiet. I'll make sure that they listen to me the second time around and that we start off that rapport early on. And then like the banter and the flanter, even if you desire, it's easy to come by through the night. My favourite part of being a singer is just the fact that you can see someone enjoying themselves and they could be crying to one song and then dancing to the next. And I just love the fact that you can actually make people feel. The worst part of it for me is that sometimes it can take you away from people where at times where you want to be around your family. So if they can't come with you, it can be a little bit upsetting. My best experience as a singer would be, I did a gig at the Savoy in London and we went through sound check and everything and didn't realise that we was on the gig with Sister Sledge. So they're like my idols and I've been listening to them from young, so it was really fun just to be right there and it was somebody's wedding, so it was a really intimate affair. But yeah, that was definitely one of my pinnacle moments.
Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power, yeah. Some people live just to play
I have been nervous before performing. It's something that I've kind of worked my way out of now, but it used to be anytime I did something new, even still now, if I do something that is unfamiliar to me, I have to, like use my little spiritual techniques to calm the nerves beforehand. For me, my best gig is somewhere where people know that they're going there to purposely have a good time and to be entertained. So that could just be a pub that they know they're going to get live entertainment, or it could be an event where people are paying for a specific sort of genre where, they know that they've got their dancing shoes on, they're ready to go. I generally practice at night time once my daughter's gone to bed. Like, you know, she's been used to it since a baby, so I can play my music as loud as I want till 4 a.m. and she will be fast asleep. So I tend to do it when she's gone to bed. If I wasn't a singer, I'd definitely be working with children, whether it be sort of mentoring them or sort of like a youth worker. I always want to see people do better, and I think the younger you get them engaged, the further they can go.
I'll get over you. I don't need you to call me tonight. I don't need you to see if I'm alright. You left me, so leave me. I'm fine. I'll be here getting on with my life. Tears over.
The advice I'd have for someone wanting to get into the industry would be, you know, just keep going, because it is a matter of consistency to actually, when you notice that something that you've invested in has actually made a difference, it's such a positive thing. Just keep going. My show is called Divas of the Decades, and it's not all divas, because there are some male divas that I think fully deserve the title. So like, I like to have a bit of Gladys Knight, start off like that, and then work our way up to the party set, which would be more of like Donna Summer, Jocelyn Brown, Shaka Khan. And then just to bring it up to date, I might put a bit of Ed Sheeran in there, and you might catch me ending with some classic 90s bangers. I'm currently working on my EP, and that is, at the moment, I'm just trying to hone a sound, but I don't want to be stuck in a box. I like to, you know, it's the girl with the purple hair. That is the only box I'm willing to be in right now. So it's kind of R&B with a sort of pop, catchy vibe, and a little bit of EDM on there as well. I found myself songwriting at the age of 15, and believe it or not, my initial introduction to the music industry was in the studio. It wasn't on stage. So I kind of got in there songwriting with a male group from Sheffield, and sort of started getting the hooks down and catchy choruses. And then I learned from there how to build that up into a song. So for me, it's definitely a passion and something that I'd love to take further. And, you know, who knows where we'd go from here.
We'll all be together if the fates allow.
I feel like my act is unique because I always like to make sure that my personality comes across very clearly to the audience. And, you know, if they was to employ a different performer, that would be a completely different personality and take on things than what I would have. So, you know, for that reason, I say, choose me. I've grown quite a following, but it's been more through word of mouth. So like, people will get on a minibus and come and see me, or pay to come and travel to a show, which has been really nice. I did Sister Act in the theatre. I was in that show, and I was Dolores for like 2 weeks, and we had a 36-seater coach from Sheffield to come and see me. So it was just, I didn't actually even know they were coming, and they booked up the first 2 rows of the theatre. So like, I went out there and everybody was just sat there, and, you know, I tried not to let it catch me off guard, but it was beautiful at the same time. I've done radio work with my original music, and I did promote my Divas of the Decade show. We did an event, and, you know, we managed to actually sell over 100 tickets for a first event. I thought it was great. I was chuffed that people actually came. For me, I'm happy to take on any event, whether it be a private party, wedding, corporate events. I'm more than happy to do, even to really intimate things like a personal singogram. Like, I just like to make people feel special. Over the 12 years of my experience, I've had so many different things. It might have been, sadly, funerals, parties, to pool parties and garden parties and everything in between. If people want to find me, I'm online on Instagram as Jessica AZIZA UK, and I'm also on Facebook as Jessica AZIZA as well. You can book me by phone, and my number is 077 102 32772. For me and my involvement in the music industry, it's been heavily based on a lot of the influence that I've had around me with family, and a lot of the support that I've had as well. So, I mean, without my mum, I could not do what I do at all. So I want to say thank you, Mum, and also thank you to my uncle, who's supported me with his words of advice and wisdom through the years. Thank you to all my family. I couldn't do it without them.